Aptis Middle School, home to the Tigers. When I was there, it was just a gray jungle on the outside. Somewhat it's colorful on the inside, mainly in the classrooms with the projects full of color. Don't worry, this jungle has a way of changing things. You name it, people, food, decoration, point of view of things. Ha, see what I did there? Anyways, this jungle changes constantly. I especially like the concrete jungle during the fall. You know the time of year. Time of realizing your worst fears. Time of wearing masks. Also the time of candy and going to the dentist right after. You get the idea. I'm talking about Halloween. This terrifying holiday never goes unnoticed at Aptis. We got creepy activities all over the place. In the 6th grade, the after-school director announced, candy making here in the cafeteria, human head dodgeball in the north gym, haunted house in the teen center, scary movie up in the library, and pumpkin carvings in the courtyard. Pumpkin carvings, huh? Really called my attention since I have been waiting to show off my awesome art skills all day. I show up to the courtyard and chose my jack-o'-lantern to work my magic. As I make my way to the table, I notice David Rodriguez arriving. Oh, Lord David. I had problems with him earlier in the year. I'm just there minding my own business, beginning to carve my pumpkin, when I hear, there's nowhere for you to sit. Let's try to squeeze you in somewhere, said Juan. I looked around and saw the only spot he would fit. Yeah, you guessed it. Right across from me. I think to myself, you'll be fine, as long as you don't speak to him. What would happen if he spoke to me? I really shouldn't have questioned that. I don't know what to carve, he said. What are you working on there? My pumpkin, I say sarcastically. Nah, duh. But what's your design? I'm making a face from bats. Oh? He said, glancing at my pumpkin. He didn't know what to carve, but he began to scrape pumpkin guts from the inside. There was a small black trash bag in the middle of us for the pumpkin seeds. He was tossing them as I was carving. He threw a pumpkin seed at me. I looked at him like, really, man? Sorry, that was unintentional. I didn't think much of the first one. Then minutes later, as I was in my zone, I was hit. The only difference between this time and the last time was that this time he was grinning so much I swear he looked like he had just received the greatest news of his life. Dude, what the hell? I stared at him, demanding an answer. Sorry, just couldn't help myself, he said, smiling. Well, I couldn't help myself either, I said. I grabbed a couple seeds and threw them at him. He tried to end it by saying, you can't fight fire with fire. You're just going to get burned. I responded, well, bring on the marshmallows. David gave me another surprised look, but he knew what was coming. We both grabbed a handful of seeds and started to throw them at each other. He was the first to try to run away. Good thing I had my running shoes on, because that fight lasted a good hour and a half. David that day went from being the dude I hated the most to being one of my closest friends. Till this day, we look back and remember how much we hated each other and then laugh.